Hi everybody, I wanted to jump on here really quickly and talk about the whole Usher mother situation. Now Usher's mother is named Janetta Patton, and she's been doing way too much, okay you guys, way too much to distance herself from the Puffy Usher situation. Now this all resurfaced when Rodney Jones lawsuit that came out probably about I would say 2 weeks ago. And we know in the lawsuit, Usher was mentioned. Granted, they didn't say his name straight out, but they referred to him as a person that performed at the Super Bowl this year and also had a successful residency in Las Vegas. Now, I'm going to say after that description, we do not need a name. We know that's you, Usher. And we would be discussing this issue right now, but we haven't because of Meek Mill's reaction. Because Meek Mill was also mentioned in the lawsuit. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Meek Mill, the boy had a nervous breakdown on Twitter. I mean, let's be real, people. That was a nervous breakdown that went on for days. But you guys know how the public is. When we're done with Meek Mill, we're coming for you, Usher. Because we want to know what happened, what took place. But in the interim, we have Usher's mother trying to get ahead of the story. She's going around telling people she doesn't know why her son's name was named in the lawsuit. Do you think that happened? And if it did happen, she didn't know anything about it. Now, Miss Janetta, stop. Okay, just please stop. I'm not going to disrespect anybody's mother, but Miss Janetta, please stop. Miss Janetta, you got to stop these lies. You're just trying to get ahead of the story. And you're trying to get ahead of the story because you know that this story is going to make you look real, real bad. Because it is a proven fact that you handed over a 14-year-old Usher. I mean, really, he was a boy back then. You hand him over to the money-hungry sicko that goes by the nickname P. Diddy? I'm sorry, Miss Janetta, but there's absolutely no way you can get out of that.
Usher went to stay with Puffy. Now, that was a business decision right there because I didn't know Puffy.
You have admitted this on camera so many times that there's no getting out of it now. I mean, really, what you did was just plain asinine. What mom in their right mind would just hand over their child to some music exec that you don't even know? Not only that, Usher has come out publicly and talked about how traumatizing this was.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild. It was,
So nobody
it was crazy.
tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't
But
say
you
that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place. And I didn't necessarily understand it.
Can you stay up till 4 in the morning with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And what kind, do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem. I had like,
What
like
a
living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
See?
Also, there was another time when Diddy and Usher were being interviewed by Kevin Hart, and there was a XEX toy on the bed. Are you going to say you didn't know about that too?
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even I don't want it to come close to the bed at all. Usher look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. Usher.
Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like, check this out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the all for the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
What the did Puff just say? Nobody's going to acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes, and we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was fucking stupid.
Now, to say that Kevin Hart looked a little uneasy would be an understatement. It looked like he couldn't get out that room fast enough, if you ask me. Now, I'm not going to drag you for having this plan because I get it. You feel uncomfortable. You don't want to talk about it. But it's obvious you knew what was going on. But acting brand new, as if this was the first time you ever heard about these rumors, your son and Puffy, it's just not going to fly, especially now that Gene Dill is outing you. He said that there was a situation that happened that sent Usher to the hospital, as in maybe venereal disease.
Looking at this lawsuit, right, Lil Rod, he alleges that, Diddy told him personally that he had sex with Usher. And when you look at the lawsuit, even though they got Usher name redacted, you could tell who it is because they described him as the guy that performed at the Super Bowl.
Right.
So, I mean, we all know who that is, but how you feel about that, man?
I know, and people know, that was around that in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital.
Now, according to the rumors, this is when Usher's mother found out that something was going on between Usher and P. Diddy. And personally, I believe she knew before that, but she turned the other cheek. She wanted her son to be rich and famous. And there's just no getting out of that, in my opinion, period. You did not do what was in the best interest of your child. You made the best decision for your wallet. And for me, I believe that Usher suffered from this psychologically because subconsciously he did the same thing that was done to him. He did it to Justin Bieber. Or at least those are the rumors that are going around town. So, Miss Janetta, you can get in front of the story all you want. You can go to the blogs and say you didn't know what happened. You can go to friends that have very powerful positions in the industry and say, I didn't know. Do you think this is true? Oh my gosh, I'm so upset. However, Miss Janetta, there are just too many things out there that, just proves you to be a liar. They say that you knew. So I don't have a problem with you getting in front of the story. I'm just saying you got to come with another story besides I didn't know. Or at least that's how I feel about the situation. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Do you think Miss Janetta is telling the truth and she had no idea what was going on between Puffy and her son, Usher? Until next time, bye for now.